from the Rice Funeral Home here on Park Ave in Worcester, Massachusetts. Charter TV3 presents live coverage of the 37th annual Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade. The wearing of the green and a warmer day here on Park Avenue. Andy Lacombe along with Bud Sargent. The parade is underway. As we watch it in front of us, Bud, a big crowd here expected and a big parade expected. A couple of weeks late, but a much better day.
But it might have worked out all for the best, Andy, because the weather is just fabulous today compared to what it was certainly 2 weeks ago. So I'm looking forward to a great one. We've got no less than 3 state championship teams watching in this parade today.
Actual additions to the parade,
yes,
in terms of even having it a couple of weeks later. The Worcester Police Department mounted unit has already come through, and the parade is just coming into view for us here from our location again at the Rice Funeral Home on Park Avenue. We're going to take a quick break and be back as we get set to kick off the festivities from Park Avenue. Charter TV3's coverage of the St. Patrick's Parade continues.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. Think twice what you type.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Bertera Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models.
The 2019 Altima, leased for just $199 a month.
Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
And welcome back. The crowds filling in here on Park Avenue, the 37th annual Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade. Just about underway. Third member of our broadcast team handling the street for us this afternoon is Cam Jandro. Cam.
Andy, Bud, good afternoon. You know, you really can't ask for much more. The sun is shining. It's rather warm. Temperatures right around the 50s this afternoon. You know, even though it was pushed back 2 weeks, just about all of the participants of today's parade are participating today. There's a lot of people here up and down Park Ave. Once again, just a beautiful day. You really can't ask for much more when it comes to parade day. Before things get started here, I just want to wish you, Andy Lacombe, a happy birthday. Andy, Bud, back to you.
Cam, thank you. Yeah, Bud, thanks for pushing the parade back to my birthday, March 24th.
All part of my divine plan.
Perfect day. And Cam's got a busy job there on the street, so thanks for being with us here again for the St. Patrick's Parade. The parade banner coming into view, Bud, now just crossing over Chandler Street, our new location this year, but here we go.
It's the 37th annual St. Patrick's Parade. There were parades years ago, but this new revival was 37 years ago, and it's been progressing ever since then. The banner here was designed by Kieran Foley, who is the, as we said in the past, the son of former Grand Marshals and parade committee members Paul and Helen Foley. Helen is from County Offaly in Ireland.
And this is always an exciting day in Worcester, Bud, because, you know, the weather usually breaks for us, hopefully, and it's a sign of spring. We are actually in spring, and there's St. Patrick.
Lovely's first, right?
This is done in memory of Judy Wilkinson, a long-time active member of the parade committee. And then the banner after that is the logo of the Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade Committee. It has the tricolors of Ireland with the Celtic cross superimposed on the heart of the Commonwealth, which represents the city of Worcester. And this was done in honor of Kathy Nishan. It was designed, I'm sorry, by Kathy Nishan.
Our Charter TV3 telecast of today's Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and by Bertera Nissan. As we hear the Worcester Police Color Guard coming into view, and the pipes and drums of Worcester Police right behind them. Thank our sponsors for our coverage today. Here, some sights and sounds from the Worcester Police Pipes and Drums. The 2018 winner of the Kilty Band Pipes and Drums Award. They are not just Worcester police officers, they're all over, from Spencer, Milford, the FBI as well. And our Grand Marshal, Sean Lovely, part of that group. He's a piper, and here he comes with Cam Jandro, the Grand Marshal.
I'm joined by Officer Sean Lovely. He is the Grand Marshal for today's parade. Officer Lovely, how's it feel to finally get this underway?
Excellent, but first and foremost, it's Andy Lacomb's birthday.
Hey, all right.
Oh, great weather, great everything. We got a lot of people. I got my Webster Square float. Nothing could be better today.
Officer Lovely, enjoy the rest of the parade.
Hey, thank you so much.
Sean Lovely, a deserving member, a Grand Marshal, does so much for the community, let alone a police officer in Worcester. Has a great family. A couple of them had Mrs. Lacombe in elementary school as well in Auburn.
And a veteran, served
82nd Airborne.
Overseas.
Wow.
And like I said, we were talking off mic, Andy. It's kind of, you know, kind of makes me want to strive to be a better person reading his bio.
We need the entire parade to talk about Sean Lovely. There's the Chief Sergeant in the Worcester Police Department marching. The officers in blue serving our community daily, keeping the streets of Worcester safe and getting out and interacting with people. And the cadets are behind them, the new cadet class for the Worcester Police Department. And you've got a couple of greats in there. Brian Foley's among that group. Joe Riley Jr.'s in that group as well. Future police officers, and Lieutenant Jerry O'Rourke helps lead them. Great training that takes place in the Worcester Police Department Police Academy.
Couldn't ask for a better guy than Captain O'Rourke, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And it's great to see Brian Foley in there, following in the footsteps of his uncle Tom, who was the colonel, retired colonel of the state police.
Outstanding stuff. And then, of course, the Bishop Emeritus, Bishop Riley, does not miss a parade.
No, he doesn't.
And here he is. The Bishop, one of the all-time greats. He's a great sports fan and a great boxing fan as well. The Knights are behind him. There's Bishop Riley.
Yeah, his honor guard, the Knights of Columbus. Got strong Roscommon roots. I remember years ago him being on my radio show, Andy, and he's very proud of his Roscommon roots.
Yeah.
When he was at the seminary over in Europe. He visited over there.
Bishop Riley, like Bishop McManus, came from Providence, and then now has spent a lot of time in Worcester. Cam Jandro is with the chairman of the parade committee, Mary Ellen Murphy, who's got a good look at the route so far. Cam, let's go send it over to you.
Mary Ellen has this wonderful Worcester Red Sox jersey. Mary Ellen, 2 weeks late, but you really can't beat the weather and everything today.
Beautiful today. Look at the crowd and the excitement for the parade, and the city of Worcester as well. And of course, the Worcester Red Sox, and I'm honored to have one of their shirts. So it's a great day. Yep.
Can't ask for much more. Great turnout.
Great turnout. The crowd coming down the street is amazing, amazing. So we thank everyone for coming to participate in the parade, and the crowds to support us as well. So
thank you for taking the time.
You're
Enjoy
welcome.
the rest of the
Thank
parade.
Chairwoman of the parade, Mary Ellen Murphy, and she's got the Holy Cross Naval ROTC color guard with her as well. And then the South High Community Marching Band, sponsored by the Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences University, coming in to screen now. South High School, they're an award-winning band, and they win some awards at this parade year in and year out. They've got a good tune going for us. Let's listen in to South High. Off to Boston from South High School, 2018 winner of the large high school band. And this spring they're premiering a piece commissioned by Music Worcester. 75 members of the band, and Cam Jandro, proud alum of South High School, where he was a bowler. He did not play the clarinet, but he was a bowler. the Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences coming up after South High School. Big group downtown, you can tell when they have their white jackets on, the pharmacy students. Big part of downtown Worcester.
And their president, a former Grand Marshal also.
Of course, Joe Riley Jr. is in the police academy, and Joe Riley Sr. is on the security team, the police department for Mass College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. So the Rileys well represented here in the early going. Here comes the security group coming in right behind them, and coming into our screen is Central Massachusetts Pop Warner football and cheerleading. Some of the cheerleaders from Central Mass Pop Warner. But this year you had a couple additions. One group couldn't make it, but 2 weeks later you had a couple more additions. The parade actually grew.
It's like that Seinfeld thing, Andy, where it evens itself out, apparently.
Even Steven.
Even Steven.
Even Steven. St. Peter's is coming up next, Central Catholic.
They're the 2018 winner of the Children's Marching Unit Award, as well as the 2018 winner of the Kalani Award. They've got a float, Our Lady of Knock, Queen of Peace, for the shrine, the Basilica in Knock, County Mayo, Ireland. And they've been in the parade for 20+ years. I got to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my my great nephews and niece, Sophie Sargent, Michael and Ryan Sargent, as well as their cousins, the Cruzes, Charlotte, Colin, and Caroline, all attending school at St. Peter's under the tutelage of Meg Chrysonis.
Meg Chrysonis, one of the all-time greats down there in the city, and this is just a great school in the center of Maine South. A lot of great students and great people that are part of it, as Bud just mentioned. And they're coming right by us right now. Bud's waving to the family.
Eddie. And I certainly do, Ed.
Ed Chrysonis. All right, now Clinton High School, the Marching Gales.
And they are sponsored by the AOH and LAOH.
We got the drum line going. Let's see if we hear something from the marching band from Clinton now. Here we go. From the Galloping Gales Marching Band. The mayor of the St. Patrick's Parade, Beth Doyle, and past mayors. Beth Doyle, the mayor, coming through just in front of our position.
It's a great contest that they have in running for the mayor. It raises a lot of much-needed revenue to keep this parade going. And usually it's the press box that won it. This year it was Fiddler's Green, Beth Doyle, doing a great job raising money for the parade and having a lot of fun doing it.
Now, when you're the mayor of the St. Patrick's Parade, do you get any special privileges? What is this? The past mayors are generally pretty good characters, and here's one of them doing push-ups on the street.
Let's hope he doesn't need the services of our friends here behind us.
He's picking things up off the street with his teeth. Well, you see something different every year. They're throwing candy. They're throwing candy into the crowd.
Ed Burns.
Yeah, Ed isn't going to do those push-ups, but I think they just ate a Tootsie Roll off the street here at Park Ave. Shout out to the DPW for keeping the streets clean. There's Ed, the shillelagh as he comes by, and Cam is with the past Grand Marshals, always a good group.
Guys, I'm surrounded by a bunch of past Grand Marshals here. We got Tim Murray, we got Maureen Benenda, who was my principal in high school. Maureen, how's it feel to come out here and celebrate, St. Patrick's Day?
It feels
City
great.
Worcester?
Get to see all my past students and their families and generations of them, and all the new residents coming to Worcester. It's awesome. Awesome.
Maureen, enjoy the parade. Thank you for the time.
Is that a past Grand Marshal in the unicorn hat? Oh, Cam, we have to chase down that unicorn later.
Followed in style by Helen Foley. And here we have the Ancient Order of Hibernians, David Clark, President of the AOH, Stacy Clark, President of the LAOH. They're joined this week. Now, last week was the Holyoke Parade. They're joined by the members from the Ladies AOH in Holyoke and the Men's AOH in Holyoke. And they're down at 19 Winter Street at the Hibernian Cultural Center, where a lot goes on in terms of Irish culture and music. And you check out their website at aohworcester.com for upcoming concerts and things of that nature. But they got quite a colorful crew carrying all the county flags of Ireland.
The oldest Catholic lay organization in America, established in 1836, dates back to Ireland in the mid-1600s.
There's Division 1, founded in 1872, chartered in 1880.
Wow.
Division 1 in Holyoke. They have a huge parade out there. They had it last week, as was the South Boston Parade. And they're very, good, very nice ties with the Worcester organization. Great group of people out there in Holyoke.
The AOH was big when they called the Irish the Know-Nothings, but they had to defend the Irish. Right? Were we called the Know-Nothings?
No, the ones who
were the
disliked
Know-Nothings?
us were called the Know-Nothings.
They called them the
Yes.
Know-Nothings. Okay, all right.
Chunga Féin of Worcester is the Irish language organization, and formerly the president was Desi McLaughlin, my good friend Desi, who returned to Ireland this past December. He's missed by all his friends, but went home to live. But this, they meet every Thursday night, Andy, down at the AOH. The Irish government actually gave them money, the AOH money, to build a room. With the understanding that they would be allowed to have Irish language classes there. So, and they're continuing strong. They got a good group of people down there on Thursdays. Anyone interested can check out their website at www.adtf.org.
And it's our Chunga Féin.
Chunga Féin means our native, I guess our native tongue. I
Right.
guess would be the.
Well, the past Grand Marshals jumped up on the lineup, so they jumped ahead of where they should have been,
they did.
as they're wont to do. So now the Worcester Fire Brigade Color Guard, winner of the 2018 Military Color Guard Award, and then the Worcester Fire Pipes and Drums.
I'm guessing maybe Brendan was in a rush to get them all back there for the business.
He's got some work to do at O'Connor's, no question about it, later this afternoon. The Pipes and Drums from Worcester, made up of Worcester firefighters and others. In 1994, they traced their roots back to Shrewsbury, Oxford, Charlton, West Boylston, among the other communities involved here. An award-winning group. Let's listen into the Pipes and Drums. Job by the Worcester Pipe and Drum Brigade. Mike Lavoie, the chief of the Worcester Fire Department, leading this detachment with his deputy chiefs as well, and women and men from the Worcester Fire Department marching down Park Avenue. And Engine 2 from the South Division right behind them. You know, in the fire department, the police department, you've got families that trace their lineage in the departments back. Sons and daughters serving the community.
Got several cousins who have kids on the fire department, including Jimmy Foley, Brian Foley, Timmy Gray, and Timmy Riddick. And like you just said, Andy, Timmy Riddick's father, Jim, was a firefighter. His wife's father, his wife Erin's father, Steve Duffy, was a firefighter. His wife's grandfather was a firefighter. The late Bill Duffy, and my Uncle Jack, the late Jack Foley, was a firefighter. So several generations there.
Amazing amount of service to the community. And now the Worcester Fire Museum and Educational Center. You just saw an old General Putnam coming through. Big effort there to bring the history out of the Worcester Fire Department. An old Engine 10 Worcester Fire Brigade. And the pipes and drums unit behind them, or at least the van that carries the pipes and drums when they head out. And there's box 4, the canteen truck from the Worcester Fire Department that serves firefighters across this state and across the region, responding to big fires and helping serve the firefighters that are fighting big fires, and just really serving the fire departments all over the region. Box 4, special services, egg sandwiches, and more. Great coffee and egg sandwiches. I remember early on, that's what they're known. That's one of the things they were known for.
Worcester Emergency Medical Services and the UMass Memorial Paramedics also serving the town of Shrewsbury and the city of Worcester.
An amazing service for Central Massachusetts. They respond to about 26,000 calls for medical assistance annually. And when you need them, they're there. Hopefully you don't need them, but if you do, they are there. Tremendous service from UMass Memorial. All the great women and men that work as EMTs. And behind them, more firefighters. It looks like Clinton's coming up next. But before we get to Clinton, a reminder that our Charter TV3 telecast of today's Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade, presented by Berterra Nissan and by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. And here comes Clinton.
Great town.
Always a fixture in the parade. The Clinton Fire Department.
Great town filled with great people out there in Clinton, Mass.
Engine 1, old-time engine from Clinton. Yeah, Clinton is a special place in central Massachusetts. There's no question about it. Good Irish community there. Always a good place for an Irish party. And the Clinton firefighters coming through. Behind them, Leicester Fire Department. See a lot of Leicester patches, Westboro, Devons, Westwood rather coming through.
My understanding, Andy, is that usually it's in the past it's been Paxton and Clinton.
Sure.
And this year, in honor of firefighter Roy, that prompted this this display of unity from a number of other fire departments in the area. So other towns, Leicester and that, have joined the ranks of Paxton and Clinton.
A massive turnout. Paxton, of course, a lot of these departments staffed Worcester fire stations during the services for firefighter Roy, and just showed the brotherhood and sisterhood in the fire department among the different departments. There's Millbury Fire, Engine 1. And then the Auburn Fire Department, Engine 1, is up next. Chief Steve Coleman and the Auburn Fire Department. My hometown.
There you
always
go.
Doing a great job. And a big show of support by area fire departments as they come through.
Just want to get back to Clinton for 1 second, give a shout out to my good friend Ed Sheridan, and wishing him a speedy recovery and getting back to doing the Lord's work in the Clinton District Court. Great big Mayo supporter, and actually was a Grand Marshal of the Lewisburg Parade, I think, a couple of years ago in County Mayo.
Here is the Worcester Kilty Band. It's sponsored by the City of Worcester elected officials. Kilty Band is an award-winning group. They're so good they were up to grade 2 after winning a grade 3 world championship. Let's get a quick listen. Quite a lot of history in that band, and a lot of championships in that band as well. City officials marching behind them. Let's go to Cam Jandro, where he's somewhere on the street.
Here we go. We're going to go live right now. I'm joined by Kate Toomey, City Councilor. Kate, you're in the top of a car driving down Park Ave. This is awesome.
This is one of the best days that we have in the year. I'm very proud to be of Irish heritage. I'm very proud that our community welcomes everybody here. We are a city of the world, and I am very happy to see the people that I've seen today. We have some incredible people that volunteer for this community event every year, and we need more help. And so we hope that people will join us for the next parade and make it even better and greater.
Kate, thanks for taking the time. Enjoy the parade.
We did see earlier, we saw Matt Wally, City Council, and his lovely wife Kate and their new baby going down the street.
Yep. Brian O'Connell, Diana Biancarri as well from the school committee, and Steve Toomey driving the vehicle there that Kate was in. Right behind the Kilty band, there's Gary Rosen and more of the elected officials. If you can't tell it's Gary Rosen, you just have to look at his shirt. And Senator Moore, thank you. 21 again, that's right, thank you. He's my senator, he knows.
And did we mention that the Worcester Kilty Band is going to be competing in the UK and in Ireland?
Yes.
In August and in June, respectively.
How about that, though? They win a world championship, right, in Division III, and they get moved up.
It's like Premier League soccer or something.
They've been elevated. Better to be elevated than relegated.
Yes. How true. Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus, Alhambra Division, Alhambra Council, 88, largest one in the city.
This harp was put together by Pete Foley, and it's to honor, as you can see from the float, Andy, the firefighters that have passed, 8 firefighters that have passed in the last 20 years, listed there: Thomas Spencer, Timothy Jackson, Joseph McGurk, Paul Brotherton, James Lyons III, Jeremiah Lucy, John Davies, and of course, tragically, Christopher Roy, most recently.
Yeah, tremendous support from this community for the firefighters, and a nice tribute there as some more groups kind of march in.
The Lady of the Angels, the 2018 winner of the Sligo Award, and their float, quite well done, I might add.
Yeah, it's always big at OLA. They do a big things over there. Sheila Toscano's the float chairwoman for OLA. They've got live music. Kids are having a good time. They're throwing candy out. I mean, you can't ask for anything more.
No. This.
Yeah.
The great and somewhat powerful.
That's my jam they're playing too.
Yes.
All right, Grand Lodge coming in of Massachusetts IOOF, Oddfellows home. Clarence Plant, old friend. Where is he? He must be around here somewhere.
I think it's convertible 3, Andy. According to my
convertible
list.
3.
So you got Mary Vidiello and Donna Fife in one. The warden, let's see, the deputy Grand Master and the warden respectively, Wendy Baker and David Jasinski in 2, and Clarence Plant, the CEO and Army veteran, in number 3. And there he is.
As Clarence, past mayor of the parade. Oddfellows home of Massachusetts, providing residents the finest skilled nursing and rehab services. They're dedicated to the basic tenets of friendship, love, and truth. We see Clarence on Channel 3 a lot. He visits the station on the Hank Stoltz Experience.
They get it up, and they also have a little float going.
Yeah, nice float here from the Oddfellows home, Massachusetts.
Our home is
a nice
your home
Ice
team.
Cats jersey as well. Representing the Ice Cats. That's good stuff. 100 years, compassionate care in the Oddfellows home. South High, Air Force Junior ROTC. Right behind them. We're in a new location this year. I want to thank our friends at Domino's Pizza here at 304 Park Ave for the hospitality, as well as our friends right behind us, the Rice Funeral Home. Domino's smells good, but I don't know. I didn't have breakfast. Here comes South High marching through. There's Rice Funeral Home. We thank them. I did get some broccoli from the good people at Rice Funeral Home. They had a nice crudité platter out for us.
Very nice, and they delivered.
Yeah,
it's like Domino's. Rice Funeral Home delivered.
South High giving us some good cadence as they go through.
Under the guidance of Chief Master Sergeant Ron Tyson, I believe. They were the winners of. Oh, step that back. Unfortunately, the Eagles could not be with us today.
Right. They've
been with us many, many years. We don't get to do our Mother's Day thing.
But Mother's Day's coming up, and the Eagles were part of the founding of Mother's Day.
But we do have the Vietnam Veterans for the Community.
There's Phil Medile and the guys. Love those guys. They've got the Cobra gunship as a float here. The helicopter. Oh, you get to be in the cockpit of the helicopter. That's a good assignment. Great group of veterans in this part of our parade.
They formed in 2004, and they're a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization in February 2005. Consists primarily of veterans who served in Vietnam and during the Vietnam era from 1955 to 1975. And they do a lot of for the community, I guess, would be the operative words there, as they do a lot of projects and things giving back to the community, and including the Vietnam Veterans Memorial at Green Hill Park, where they do guided walking tours.
Yeah, with high school students, and they help clean up memorials around the city as well. Where there's so many 250 plus memorial squares in the city of Worcester dedicated to veterans who have served and made the ultimate sacrifice in service of the country. And the Vietnam Veterans for the Community, a great organization that goes around and takes care of veterans, not just from Vietnam era, but veterans all over and from all different eras and walks of service as well.
The Vernon Hill Post. This is a fixture in the parade. The 1947 Dodge Green fire truck that was bought from the city in 1970 for $1 by City Councilor the late John Doherty and late City Police Officer Herc Harvey. Painted by the members, and it's been in the parade, and I don't know if the parade would be the same without it, quite frankly.
Dick McCluskey, the commander. And just an outstanding group. Thank you. Outstanding group. Vietnam Veterans of Central Massachusetts behind them. Can't say thank you enough to the women and men who have served the country, especially in times of war, but at all times, keeping our nation safe. There is the Vietnam veterans, and they have a wall with the names of those who served and lost their lives in Vietnam. Time for a quick break from the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade. We're back right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Bertera Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models, the Nissan Kicks and the Nissan Leaf. Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Come on and join us here at Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
It's easy to bully, but the really strong help others. Just say no to bullying.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
All right, welcome back. Our coverage of the Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade presented by Bertera Nissan and by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Girl Scouts, and lots of them apparently. They are Girl Scouts of America marches, followed by the new Magnolia Jazz Band, sponsored by the Emerald Club of Worcester.
These guys are bringing it. Let's listen in. tuba, New Magnolia Jazz Band. Fallon Health is right behind them.
Last year's winner of the Entertaining Band Award, Small Wonder.
Wow, that's good stuff. There's a leprechaun here with Fallon Health. Good, great organization. Oh, wow, we're getting some, thank you. Oh, we got some green sunglasses from Fallon Health. I'm going to wear these. They are UVI protected, as you'd expect. Great company in the area. Kim Salmon is there, and Richard Burke with Fallon Health as well, the CEO. Kim and I did a live auction last night. Super talented Kim Salmon right there. Yeah, she is outstanding. Fallon Health, great people, and they do a lot of work in the community, in food pantries and schools. There's Kim. And just making sure young people are fed and taken care of. They do a great job. Have a golf tournament in the fall, Golf and Gather for a Cause, and raise a lot of money for hunger relief. And the Emerald Club is right behind them.
They're running a beer tent today, Andy, down at the end of the parade at Highland and Park Avenue. Want to give a shout out to their award winners, Kathy O'Connor, Chris Ayub, an alum who received a key to the city at their banquet, as well as Marianne Palladino, Peg Buzzle, and Ed Augustin, and Mayor Petty, who won the Shillelagh Award at their function last week. And I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago. And also to my daughter, Kate, who is the outgoing president, Kate Lebelzik, the outgoing president of the Emerald Club. Did a great job, if I do say so myself.
There you go.
Because of the support she gets from her husband and her beautiful daughter, Olivia Grace, who I have to say hi to.
Congratulations, Kate. Thanks for your service to the Emerald Club. Early's on Park Ave is coming through here now.
With the move over law. That's the theme.
That's right. You see these guys working on cars on the side of the road. You see a police officer on the side of the road. Law is to pull over at least one lane when it's safe to do so, or slow down. Make sure these people are safe when they're taking care of people on the side of the road.
North High School.
Yep, the North High Polar Bears. Navy Junior ROTC in color guard. All right, North High School coming through. And they got the green on as well as part of their uniform. Chief Tony Pastrana, Chief Warrant Officer Ricky Bland, Cadet Ensign Duke Nguyen. North High School.
10,000 hours
Yeah.
of community service, volunteer community service work per year. A fine-looking group of kids.
Great group, great school at North High School. And a big group. They, like the South High School Junior ROTC, they take part in the Memorial Day ceremonies for the city at Hope Cemetery in May, and expect to see them again. Do a great job, and that's part of that community service. Douglas High School, the marching band, sponsored by Representative Jim McGovern. Douglas always brings it, too. They're usually an award-winning band. They won the 2018 Small Band Award. Let's listen to the Tigers as they come into the screen here.
You have a new band director, Matthew Buono.
Great job, Douglas. Drum majors, Abigail Sullivan, Daria Hamlin.
And their band staff includes Al Dinacour, Assistant Director, Color Guard Director Carol Manning, Percussion Advisor Nick Morin, Guard Advisors Amy Stacy and Caitlin Parkinson. National Line Advisor is Tori Manson. Great history down there in the Blackstone Valley of bands.
Yeah, they've been a fixture in this parade for many, many years and always do a great job. Douglas High School. got their own van behind them. Behind Douglas High School, the state champions in Division IV boys basketball. First ever in the city of Worcester. Worcester Tech, Cam Jandro with them on the street. Cam.
Guys, I'm with the high school state champion Worcester Tech basketball team. Guys, how does it feel to be state champs walking this parade?
Feels great.
Yo,
this is the best feeling ever. First ones in the city. First ones in the city. Worcester Public Schools. We lit. We're lit.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, guys. What a great run by Worcester Tech. Sean Lynch, their head coach, Don Cummings. Dwayne Anderson, one of the all-time greats in the city of Worcester, said he waited 30 years to get a state championship. His team was there in '89, and these guys got it done for him. Congressman Jim McGovern right behind them, and Cam is with the Congressman. Cam.
Congressman Jim McGovern, you're always busy man, but always make time for the parade. Great day, right?
It's a wonderful day. It's a happy St. Patrick's Day month, but it's wonderful, and it's great the weather's cooperating, and there's thousands of people here. I'm so happy to be part of it.
Congressman, thanks for taking the
Thank
time.
you. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Congressman. He always has his running shoes on, too, because he gets up and down the parade. There's Dan Donahue and with the group. Dan's looking sharp in the beard, state representative in my district on the east side of the city.
It's actually
Rep Jim Day. Always styling and profiling as well is the rep. And Mayor Petty's with us with Cam Jandro right now. Cam.
Mr. Mayor, nice Worcester Red Sox jersey, nice and green, festive. Always a great day. How does it feel to be able to come down and walk this parade?
It's a smart move to cancel it, postpone from 2 weeks ago. Everybody's out. This is probably the most crowded I've seen this parade in a long time, so it's a great day for everybody.
Absolutely. Mr. Mayor, thanks for taking the time. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Hey, how are you? Mayor Petty, and you know what? They were expecting, what, about 100,000, maybe could be upwards of 150,000 people because the weather is nice along Park Avenue. And it's the biggest attended event when it's a day like this in the city of Worcester.
Yes, crowds I think are much more inclined to come out on a day like today than it was 2 weeks ago. So kudos to the committee for that move.
And you want to come out to see the McInerney School of Irish Dance, sponsored by the mayor, Joe Petty, and they won the 2018 Mayo Award, but this is a great, great group. Always entertaining. I'm not sure how they do it. Talented young ladies under the direction of Claire McInerney Gentilucci, who continues the legacy of her sister, the late Mary McInerney Zona.
They're out at Notre Dame Nursing Home last week. A shout out to my mom, Kathleen, who's out there. Kathleen Foley, Sergeant. But yeah, a great organization. Very busy this time of year. They entertained at the Emerald Club banquet at Wachusett 2 weeks ago. They're almost omnipresent this time of year.
Yeah, they were at every year at Holy Cross, the women's basketball team hosts them on a halftime show. It's the highlight of the entire season for the fans there. They wait for it, and the McInerney dancers are just fantastic. There's Claire, and she does a great job with her family, and Ann McInerney and the whole group. They do an outstanding job with these young ladies at the school.
And some young men.
Yeah, and some young men, that's true.
Who, yeah, they've got some, to be competing, I guess. They all sorts of events. The Irish Festival, they went to the State House, Special Olympics, the Miss Ireland, Massachusetts, Irish Christmas in America. They get out there, and it's their big month.
They're everywhere. That's a good point. The parade was supposed to be 2 weeks ago. This has been 3 weeks of St. Patrick's celebrations now. It's almost extended an extra week thanks to this this parade. There's the District Attorney, Joe Early Jr. He's with Cam Jandro right now. Cam.
Guys, I'm joined by District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. Joe, how does it feel to be able to walk this parade? It's great.
It's a great day. It's a great day. I love being out here. So many of Worcester County's finest people. We get to say hi. Everyone's in a great mood. Love it.
Joe, enjoy the rest of the parade. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it.
Now Joe does the parade. He's in a suit with the fancy shoe, not fancy shoes, but he's got the dress shoes on, so he has to like walk it that way. And he runs up and down in those black wingtips or whatever he's wearing.
He's got a great staff with him. Paul Javi, fellow St. John's grad.
My neighbor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
How about that? Graduated with me from St. John's.
Yeah.
Paul Bolton, I saw in there. Mike Sheridan, Don Zenas. He's got a great crew. I gotta got to give you that. I'm not sucking up to them necessarily because I see them in court sometimes, but he's got a great group.
He does. Outstanding group. Muhammad El Mayola out there. It's his birthday, so happy birthday to Mo. We'll be voting for him someday. Here comes the friendly house, and Gordon Hargrove is with Cam Jandro. And Cam, good luck with Gordon.
Guys, Gordon Hargrove, Executive Director, Friendly House. Always a great day. I was with you guys this weekend preparing for this parade. How does it feel to see it come through?
Well, great. When everything comes together, it really is a lot. I mean, we have a lot going today. I mean, we have our banner carriers, and as a neighborhood center, we got the census group with us. We got Standard Auto Wrecking with their float. Our teenagers put together the shirts. I'm going to give you one.
Thanks, Gordon.
Okay. Yeah. No, they designed this, so these are all our kids right here. And then this is the census group in back of us. We work closely with them. And then, of course, we're a United Way agency. Here's United Way. And then we have our other truck with the younger kids.
Wow, so many groups.
Yes, I know it. And then in back of that is the Sweet Pea Standard Auto Wrecking that work very closely with us. So a lot of groups. The kids in our 508 teen group designed everything. So,
wow, absolutely amazing.
Okay, well, it is. Thank you.
Gordon, thanks for taking the time.
Okay,
we appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Okay, yes, I will. Thank you.
Gordon is outstanding. If there's a nicer guy who does more for the city of Worcester and families and young people, I'm not sure if you can find him. He is one of the all-time greats. Lucky to have him. He almost has his own division in the parade.
Yes. It's kind of like the Shriners kind of thing.
Yeah. And he's already kind of set up everyone who's coming through. Here's the Sweet Pea truck that Gordon talked about coming through. Nice sign there for the Nick Manzello and Stunny Stoltz Galaxy of the Stars. 25th anniversary this year.
Oh, they have to stop. You know, and if I could, I want to give a shout out to some of the parade members.
Sure.
First of all, to Tommy Trainer, to wish him a speedy recovery. Couldn't be with us today. To Kathy Hinson and Colleen, who are taking over from Kathy Coma and Mary Orozco, who would help us out down over here, passing along information. Pauline Rice for a speedy recovery. Dave Torrey. Also, thank you to Liz Mullaney and Dottie Doyle, who have moved on to watch the parade, and Hank Stoltz and Teresa Trainer have taken over their roles. So I just want to wish all those people the best.
Quinsigamond Community College Police Academy is coming in right in front of us now, part of our position. QCC, a great resource in the city of Worcester and in the county, really. And this is their Police Academy group marching right in front of Autism Learning Partners. Banner reads, "Making progress possible." Our coverage here on Charter TV3 of today's 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade, presented by the people at Berterra Nissan in Auburn, as well as the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. They kind of, Bud, have gone a little out of order on us, as they do it from time to time.
Nothing's perfect.
But so far, so good. A loaded parade and a big, big group here. Again, we're in front of Rice Funeral Home on Park Ave, a new location for us this year, and they've been just fantastic to us.
Yeah, no sooner did you say it.
They had to deal with Dave Bolduck, and I mean, that in and of itself is a major task. I generally get my makeup done at Rice Funeral Home for TV, so I appreciate those guys. No, they're fantastic. We thank them and the people at Domino's next door for taking care of being accommodating to our crew. Perros Flowers is here now. They're on Grafton Street.
They won 2 awards last year, the Ring of Kerry Award and the Limerick Award. Now, do you think, well, Tim Young, would he be watching this? Is he still?
Tim Young? Yeah, I think he still has a television.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we say hi to him?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Tim?
Tim loves this parade. And Perros has, look at that, kind of.
That is very nice.
I'm not sure what that is. Well, I know what that is. That's a nice little flower display, but they have some sort of like generator.
Oh, yes.
In the back of that truck. And a nice little display of green here in Perros. Oh, thank you. We just got a green carnation, bud.
Oh, me too.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good folks at Perros, Grafton Street in Worcester.
Yeah, followed by AmeriPride. Linen and Apparel Service is a corporate sponsor of the Worcester St. Patrick's Parade, formed in 1889 by George Steiner in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I love the note that's on this one every year. He purchased the business for $50.80, half down, half later,
right.
And here they are. I rely on these little AmeriPride towels every year.
Oh.
Every year I get one. I just missed that one.
You got a couple.
One. I have these in my car that they hand out. Oh, here's Guinness. Now, if Guinness was throwing things out like these towels, we'd be all set, bud. Atlas Distributing.
Or Wachusett.
Or Wachusett. We'll take either. Let them soak up the sights and sounds. It's going to be tough to talk over Atlas. Atlas keeps everybody in supply around central Massachusetts. Wachusett Brewing Company as well, a great local company. Established by what, WPI grads as well?
Yes.
So
a couple of them. Leo Quinn's son was one of them.
I think
who's very involved in the
just
parade.
read something that they just reached another milestone. They're one of the larger independent craft brewers in the area now, or the country. They continue to get bigger and better there, Wachusett.
And they get a fabulous selection, as I know all too well. I think their Wally is pretty good. And the Larry's a little too potent.
A lot of
for me.
times Cam likes to get those assignments where he goes to the brewery. He seems to have gone there a few times. He comes back very happy. Of course, you know, if he samples anything, it's after the broadcast, of course. Here comes more from Wachusett. We've got live music. Wachusett Brewing Company, Westminster, Massachusetts. Singing Donkashane. Yep. Yeah, he's dressed as Ferris Bueller. Yeah, you got the guy in the Red Wings. Got everybody. Cam Jedros with the Bravehearts, and Gordy Cook's on his feet. He's got Dave Peterson right now.
Guys, I just took a selfie with Dave Peterson, general manager of the co-champion Worcester Bravehearts. Heading into 2019, what can fans look forward to this year for Worcester Bravehearts baseball?
Well, we just announced 10 local players from towns like Millbury and Leicester and Shrewsbury, so there's going to be a great core of local talent. Got a lot of great promotions. We got our brand new manager over here, Alex Dion from Milford, Massachusetts. And we invested in the Worcester News Tonight's hats. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. They were a little expensive, so I'm going to take one color out of there, and I might be able to do it a little bit cheaper this year.
Dave, thanks for taking the time. Best of luck this upcoming season.
Thanks, Cam, and congrats to Kevin and Andy. Great award.
Well, appreciate it. The Bravehearts. Of course, the Credens, great organization, the Creden and Company, owners of the Bravehearts.
John Creden, his dad.
Yes.
Sister involved, family affair there.
They do tremendous food, by the way. I've been to a couple events where they've done the food, and it's just outstanding. And the Credens do a great job. And, of course, the Bravehearts are a lot of fun. And you saw Gordy Cook with the Worcester News Tonight hat. He's the guy behind the counter at Carl's Diner, and the Pig Bus is up next. Pig Bus a big supporter, and Carl's a big supporter of the Bravehearts as well. Alex Dion is from Milford. I believe he played at Westboro. We covered him in high school. He's a great baseball guy. Good player and a good baseball mind. They're lucky to have him. And a lot of locals. There's Carl's If you go to Carl's, you will not leave hungry. Promise you that. Oh, Worcester Red Sox are here as well. Charles Steinberg, the doctor, he is making the rounds as well, and Cam Jandros just picked him up. So let's go down to Cam.
Guys, I'm with Dr. Charles, president of the soon-to-be Worcester Red Sox.
Yes.
This is your first parade since the announcement. What's the
Well,
what
we
is the
did the
reaction?
Columbus Day parade too.
Oh, that's true.
And everybody told us at the Columbus Day parade, wait till you see the St. Patrick's Day parade. So this is our second parade. We're thrilled. These streets are lined with a lot of baseball fans. Just showing the rings, it's like a wave of excitement. So people know about the Boston Red Sox, now they know about the Worcester Red Sox.
Can't wait till 2021. Dr. Charles, thank you.
Thank you. Notice the music you have, shipping up to Boston from Fenway Park.
Absolutely.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
And they're with Wormtown Brewery there.
Yeah,
another nice addition, I might add, to the Worcester scene, Wormtown Brewery.
Wormtown, they're one of the official craft brewer for the Boston Red Sox. They have a Welcome to Worcester beer that they put out for the Worcester Red Sox.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they had a big party a couple of weekends ago, and of course they just celebrated on St. Patrick's Day, another anniversary in business, Wormtown. Here come the Teamsters, local 170. Big Teamsters truck from local 170. People helping people, their motto on the side of the truck. Union, organized labor, big part of the community. The Teamsters are off of Route 20 in Worcester. They have an office over there. They always have a big truck.
Yes.
And a good group marching with the Teamsters as well. Good colorful group. Everybody's wearing the bright green. And they've got some big time trucks coming down the street after them as well. They've got a float here, but there is some huge concrete mixers coming up right after them. See who this is. This is kind of the Bad Tickers, looks like is what it says on the flyer there.
Finishing up with a Jonathan Edwards song from many years ago. When I was a youth.
Big Marois Brothers truck here from Worcester. Carrying this band, and big bright green St. Patrick's Day on the side. There's Dauphinés.
Happy St. Patrick's
They're up
Day,
next.
Everybody. What a beautiful day here in Worcester, huh?
Cement mixers from Dauphiné. And they're with the Teamsters as well. All right, time for a quick break here as we move into around the second division of the parade coming up. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the 37th Annual Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade on Charter TV3.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Be a friend.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglia.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Bertera Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models, the Nissan Kicks and the Nissan Leaf. Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Come on and join us here at Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
Welcome back. Our coverage of the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade on Charter TV 3, presented by Berterra Nissan of Auburn and by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. Berterra in several forms, and Berterra Nissan and the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia.
We should mention our corporate sponsors here, the Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and the Loft, Blue Jeans Pizza, and of course, our very own Charter Communications.
Charter Communications, yeah.
And, what else? What do we got there? Worcester Magazine,
Dorenzo Service Center. One of these days. That's Jackson Wambach holding the Charter sign. Colleen Wambach, former Charter TV 3. Well, she was Colleen Bamford then, reporter and anchor. I think that was Jackson. Maybe I tell you, he's getting old. He's getting too mature and old for me now.
The Melha Shriners from Springfield. The Worcester group is marching with them today. They bring us their marching units consisting of the Legion of Honor, the officers and directors of the Melha Shrine, Clowns, Highlanders, Oriental Band, Past Masters, their Haji Motorized Unit, Vintage Auto Drum Corps.
It's a big group, and they're coming just down the road, so we have a little pause in the action. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade on Charter TV 3.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Berterra Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Berterra Nissan's offering several new models.
The 2019 Altima, lease for just $199 a month.
Berterra Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Berterra Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
If you see someone getting bullied, stand up for them. You never know what a few words can do.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia.
All right, welcome back. The Shriners are here. Bud, you were saying about this organization. They're always here, and they bring a big crowd.
And it's a great organization, and international fraternity of 500,000. That's 500,000 men, Andy. And they've been doing it for 75 years plus, operating specialized hospitals and to deal with orthopedic and burns and spinal cord injuries. They were founded in 1872. And just on a little personal note, I have a friend of mine from Ireland whose daughter was burned many years ago, doing very well, I might add.
That's great.
But she brings her daughter over here once a year for treatment at the Shriners in Boston. And they've worked wonders. And then a little girl, she's now a teenager now, but it's all free.
Yeah.
For people that desperately need it. So someone else doing good work in the community. And having a good time doing it, actually.
Yeah, you know, it's good to mention all that because they bring a good show, but there is a lot behind the Shriners and certainly the hospitals. And you know, Worcester County has a Shriners group as well. And they have a monthly meeting at the Manor, noon on the first Wednesday of every month. But this group from Springfield and Western Massachusetts, big part of this parade, but do such great work all over the world. And the mini trucks and the go-karts are what I remember from when I was a kid coming to this parade. Let's see, there were 37 plus years, so I was a younger lad then at some point watching this parade. But this is what I remember a lot of from the parade, is these guys in these go-karts flying around. And again, every year I ask you, I wonder what kind of training or driving course goes into this. I mean, is there a special Shriners driving course? Now, I'll tell you what, if you offer that at the monthly meeting, that could really drive up some membership.
Membership is going to skyrocket. That in the beer selection at the Manor, I think.
Yeah. Great business. You know, as the Shriners perform here on the street, the state police, I believe, are overhead. We've had some good aerial coverage of this parade with helicopters aplenty. There it is. We've had some good aerial coverage of the parade from the state police, and of course, security is always a big thing for any parade, large gatherings, and you know you feel safe when you have the men and women of the Worcester Police Department and other organizations that are up and down Park Avenue and above us, kind of watching over us as we celebrate a great event here in Worcester.
I can't help but think there has to be training.
There has to be something. Well, see, this truck here, I think this has got to be the same truck they used when I was a 5-year-old coming to this parade. It doesn't look like it gets a heck of a lot of run outside of these parades. And I'm wondering, you know, I'm talking about this SUV that they drive over here. This
one here, yes.
Probably has, you know, I would say like 35 miles on it. And that's just from parades.
Just from parades.
And maybe the cruising speed is like 3 miles an hour. I don't know. But these guys are flying over it, the Shriners. Again, we are here in Park Avenue, new location. We want to thank Domino's Pizza at 304 Park Ave for being so accommodating to our crew. We're set up right outside of Domino's, and also Rice Funeral Home, really our hosts here this afternoon, and we thank them as well. Great Worcester business here on Park Avenue. We thank them for their hospitality, being able to set up shop right here on Park Ave. Great location here this year. A lot of big crowds in this area, and they're enjoying the Shriners right now in Division 1A. We're going to take another break as the Shriners motor on here. Much more of the Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade coming up after this.
Accidents involving distracted driving injured over 400,000 Americans last year. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car or motorcycle accident, before you call your insurance company, call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. Our attorneys have helped tens of thousands of clients receive millions of dollars in settlements for over 50 years. Don't stand alone against the big insurance companies. Call the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia for a free consultation. We don't get paid unless you do.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Bertera Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models.
The 2019 Altima, leased for just $199 a month.
Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
And welcome back to our coverage of the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade. Thanks to our sponsors, presented by Bertera Nissan of Auburn and by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia, making it all possible here on Charter TV3. Andy Lacombe, Bud Sargent, Cam O'Jandro on the street, covering today as we see the Shriners come through again. Big day for the Irish, big day for everybody, though, here in Worcester when you get 100,000 plus people along Park Avenue. The Worcester County Shriners are marching with this group of Shriners from Springfield as well. Great group locally here behind this bus. Great day to be Irish, but again, Ancestry.com says I'm 40% Irish.
There you go. That's all you need.
My French-Canadian dad and grandfather and uncles, they can't believe it. My mom is psyched. The Shields of Springfield are so excited to hear that. And it's a great day to be Irish.
I think if you don't mind, I'm just going to a couple more shout-outs to my friend Jack Donahue, fellow St. A's grad, celebrating his 50th reunion coming up. And also to any St. A's alum out there, both the men and women's team
it's exciting
made the Elite
time.
Eight this year, and they play, I think, Tuesday night. Things start off there. Men are in Evansville, women are in Columbus. Steve Graney, Joe Sacco, who helps run that basketball program at St. Peter's.
Yes.
As well as to my Uncle Joe, my Aunt Mary Ellen, my cousin Denise, and her husband Bill. And I think that's it, except for Mila Maroney and her sister Madeline and her brother Josh. Whew.
We got them all in.
Well, Kevin Foley will be.
You should
texting
say hi
one
to
of
Kevin
us.
Foley
Yeah.
and wish him well in all his endeavors. Of course, Brian is with the police department recruit class. A great basketball player at St. Peter Marion and Westfield
Yes.
State, Brian Foley.
Captain Westfield, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Great kid, too. Good kid. A little biased, but.
Well, yeah, it's okay to be biased. All right, so the Shriners group, and they have some stilt walkers coming up.
Yes.
I'm told. I'm starting to see them now in the in this portion of our shot, but more from this group from the Shriners again, providing such great service in the hospital, treating children across the world, and putting on a great show at this 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade. Now they've got some jugglers.
I understand they were at the parade last week in South Boston. They were a big hit, these stilt walkers.
Yeah, you know, the stilt walkers are a big hit. Clowns, we had a street reporter one year who was very afraid of clowns, so he hid when some of the clowns came by, but I don't know how you do this stilt walking. I have trouble walking on my own 2 feet.
It's trouble doing what the ones who aren't still walking are doing. So.
Yeah. Some dancing, some stilt walking. This is cool. Great outfits. There's a good low angle shot from Sean Patrick Foley, a good Irishman, on the camera in front of us.
I want to mention that the Oxford Junior ROTC normally heads off Division II. It's the Civil Air Patrol Worcester Cadet Squadron doing it this year. Thank you for stepping up. The Oxford group had a competition today because of the cancellation, the postponement, I should say, from the 10th. So we wish them the best of luck in their competition, but thanks to the Civil Air Patrol for stepping in and filling that in. They head off Division II here of the parade. 60 years providing youth leadership programs as part of the Civil Air Patrol's mission for America.
And they are followed by the Tantasco Regional High School Warrior Marching Band, sponsored by State Representative John Mahoney. Sounds like they're playing Danny Boy as they march in. This group from Sturbridge, they're made up of students from Brimfield, Brookfield, Holland, Sturbridge, and Wales. Rob Raymond directing them. Let's listen in to the Warriors. Under the direction of Megan Joyce and Stephanie De Silva. And again, John Mahoney is their sponsor, and Camp Gendro's with the state representative and some others.
Guys, I'm joined by State Representative John Mahoney and City Councilor Sean Rose. Guys, it was pushed back 2 weeks, but an amazing turnout here in the city.
It was worth the wait. What a crowd. What a day. It's perfect. Perfect.
Beautiful day. Seeing all the smiles, how happy people are out to be here, and spring is here, Cam.
Guys, thanks for taking the time. Enjoy the rest of the parade. Oh, thank you.
Wow,
Guys,
Cam just got a ton of candy. Hey, Rep, how are you?
Hi, John.
Beautiful, beautiful day. State Rep John Mahoney.
Thank you, guys.
Doing a great job here.
Sean Murray there with the Jesse Burkett Little League.
Yeah, these are state champions.
Brother Tom Murray.
Regional champions. And great year for their softball program at Burkett and the city last year. Junior League Massachusetts champs. They were awesome. Burkett qualified for the World Series as well. So you had a couple of state champions. They had a team that won the regionals. Jesse Burkett, they were awesome. Representing Worcester very well.
Great history in that league.
Yeah.
And
out here come the Carpenters. Union Carpenters Local 336.
Fred Taylor is their business agent.
Always a great contingent of Union Carpenters for Local 336 as they march in this parade. They do such great work here in the area.
The Lord's work. Jesus was a carpenter.
That's right.
I understand.
So. You understand? Yeah, I understand that. I understand. It is a Sunday. It's Sunday. I attended Mass last night.
There you go.
But here come the Union Carpenters. Great job. Won't be long before I need my Porsche to get done again. So if you're watching this replay, any of the Union Carpenters,
A Porsche?
Porsche.
Porsche.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I work for. I'm a reporter. I don't make Porsche money, but a Porsche.
A Porsche. There you go.
I might need some work done on my Porsche.
Those are the guys to go to. Gals to go to.
Yeah, no question about it.
Coming up is the winner of the 2018 Galway Award. It's one of the many beautiful counties in Ireland, Galway. IBEW Local 96.
But have you been to all the counties in Ireland?
Not. No. That's my plan, though.
Your plan is to try to get
to all of them. I'm working on trip number 20.
Wow.
I don't know if I should be saying that in the air. My wife might be listening.
She's unaware of the trip.
God bless her. I usually spring it on her about a week before. I'm very lucky. I'm a lucky guy, Andy. I've never gotten pushback on any of my 19 trips.
That is
great.
One
One time.
The Carpenters giving Cam a shout out over there. As they have that. Here's the big bulldog. Inflatable bulldog. Banner behind them is the annual Walk for the Homeless, May 19th. Central Mass Housing Alliance, the great work they do. And then the IBEW comes in behind them. Local 96, IBEW. I mentioned the porch. I always need electrician's help too. Not that my house is falling apart, but it's aging.
Okay.
It's aging. IBEW. And you mentioned they won an award for their float.
Last year, the Galway Award, yeah.
They got a nice little setup here. Happy St. Patrick's Day from the IBEW.
The Worcester Rugby Club celebrating 40 years
Wow.
of rugby in Worcester.
Dana Hopkins, club president. Founded as 1979. Amazing. Worcester Rugby takes. I watched rugby on television a weekend before. I'll tell you what, it takes a special breed.
It certainly does.
You have to be athletic. You have to be tough, and it's a good group. And they have a good time. They have some they've had international competitions in the past, and I know Kevin Shea's got one of their ties. It's on our tie rack at Channel 3 that he'll wear from time to time. It's in the rotation. The Worcester Hurling Club is behind them.
Great organization, Andy. The 2014 North American Junior C Champs under the guidance of Clareman, Bannerman, Frankie Maloney. And the president of the organization, P.J. Heffernan from Graft, well, actually from County Tipperary, and now from Heffernan is Frankie Maloney. Clare Castle County Clare has done wonders with the team. They have a Facebook page. They meet up on James Street at the Galway Bay Pub. You should check them out. Check out their website. Check out one of their matches. They're great.
Let's check out the Southbridge High School marching band. The Pioneers are here. To Boston. The Southbridge Pioneers marching band. They're sponsored by O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar. And, you know, they're a fixture at football games in the fall. When we head out there on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, we'll see the Southbridge Marching Band out there supporting.
They'll have live bands back at O'Connor's today, all day, as well as the Hibernian Center on Temple Street. So plenty on both opposite sides of the city, but plenty.
Good scenes at
Yes.
both places.
And here they are, the Wachusett girls.
Yeah, so Wachusett has 2 state championship teams, the girls varsity soccer and the hockey state championship team as well. Cam's with them both. Cam.
Guys, we got a bunch of state championship teams here from Wachusett. Guys, what's it like to be state champs?
It's pretty good, you know. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Love the atmosphere. Pretty awesome out here.
You know, the fans are great.
The ladies love us.
Fans are great.
The ladies love us.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, guys, enjoy the parade. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Boys are having a good time. Gardner and Skagelin and company, they were awesome. The boys hockey team, the girls soccer team's a 2-time state champion. They're a wagon right now. Great school up there. Jenny Lynch is the athletic director. Her cousin Sean Lynch was the coach of Worcester Tech. So you got state champions all throughout the Lynch family.
The Irish Wolfhound Association of New England, a nonprofit 501c3 tax-exempt charitable organization and 8KC licensed specialty club dedicated to the welfare of the Irish Wolfhound. You can check them out at iwane.org. Beautiful dogs.
You know, Bud, normally we're up high on a different level. When we're on street level, these dogs are huge.
Yeah, big.
I mean, that dog would be walking me. I wouldn't be walking that dog. These things are big. Sean Grady just asked me if these were horses. They are just huge dogs. Irish Wolfhounds. Majestic animal. My wife Liz is watching at home. This is not the type of puppy we're going to get. It would be bigger than our house. But they are beautiful. It was National Puppy Day yesterday. I was reminded at home.
You have the Heart of New England Council Boy Scouts of America. They merged. The Mohegan and Nashua Valley Councils. And bringing scouting into the Heart of New England at heartofnewenglandbsa.com. They do a lot of good work too. Teaching kids citizenship and survival skills, which hopefully they won't need, but good to have kids do.
Just social skills in general, very important for the young people to communicate in person with each other and do things outside is always a good thing.
Yes.
So shout out to the Boy Scouts as well. Here's the Cub Scouts from Christ the King Church in Worcester, Pack 37. And Troop 54 is right behind them. So we got a good group of Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts here. Getting to march down this parade route. It's a pretty good walk down the route. I mean, you get a pretty good, you get your steps in when you're marching in this parade. Fortunately, we just get to sit here on the side of it and watch. And here comes the Murphy Irish dance.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Rachel Foley, who is a member of the Murphy School of Irish Dance, the granddaughter of Tim and Karen Foley. And they're out in Holden and in Grafton. They have schools out there. One of the newer, I guess, dance schools in Worcester.
Yeah, colorful attire for the dancers. One day I think I'm going to try to do my hair up like that for the parade. See if that'll work for me.
It's a day I'm living for.
One of these days, Kevin used to try to get me to do that dance. I think I'd be more fortunate if I get the hair.
I think if he sees your hair, he might follow suit. So they're in Central. It's murphyacademy.com. They've Grafton and Holden, family-friendly dance studio, welcoming dances of all ages. You got quite a good number of them too, I might add.
Yeah, they got a good number.
So kudos to Rachel Foley and Irish dancing.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in that, you know, when you have two different schools and they do such great work and a lot of people getting involved.
Well, I think it's incredible that that it seems to be still going strong.
Yeah.
Even though one would have thought that after Riverdance kind of dropped off, it
Right.
might. But they're still they're filling the they're filling the dance classes. It looks like.
Sean Grady is a dance dad. Not an Irish dance dad, but he's a dance dad. He loves it. He loves it. All right, little break in the action, so let's thank our sponsors one more time. Our coverage on Cheddar TV 3 brought to you and presented by Bertera Nissan of Auburn and by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia. 37th annual Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade here on Charter TV 3. A glorious day, the sun shining. We are street side here on Park Avenue. And our next group coming through, Worcester Pride. Worcester Pride, September 7th, 2019. Promoting, educating, and unifying Central Massachusetts' LGBTQI plus community. And all the allies as well. Worcester Pride welcomes participation in and volunteers for community goals. And they're having their annual parade on September the 9th.
I think that coincides with the Canal Diggers Road Race, if I'm not mistaken, around the same time. They've kind of merged, not merged the two, but they work together, if I understand that correctly.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Little puppy.
We got the Latin American Health Alliance of Central Massachusetts, the Hector Reyes House, another organization that's doing great work.
Yeah, Hector Reyes House providing services to 25 Latino men, in-house medical treatment, cognitive behavioral therapy, great organization. Latin American Healthcare Alliance, Cafe Reyes as well, great spot on Shrewsbury Street. Doing great food there. And the men that work there, developing professional skills and doing a great job. My brother is from he lives out of town now. He and his wife, when they visit, they went to Cafe Reyes for lunch because they saw it was highly rated. My sister-in-law is big on the the Yelp ratings or whatever they are. They went to Cafe Reyes and they said, "Hey, we got to try this place," and they actually got there before I did. They loved it.
No kidding.
They loved it. Yeah, it's a great program. Banner here says, "Just ask mental health awareness." Just ask Fresh Start. It's freshstart508.org, the website. Just ask. Appreciate you. Thank you. Michael Jones, the director. Again, freshstart508.org. It's that group. New way of living. Massachusetts Office for Addiction Recovery. See a sign there. Recovery is possible. It's Recovery Month. Time for a quick break in our coverage from the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade here on Charter TV 3. We'll be right back.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. Think twice what you type.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia.
Hi, I'm Mike Demers, General Sales Manager here at Bertera Nissan in Auburn. We'll give you the best price and leave you happy every single time.
Right now, Bertera Nissan's offering several new models.
The 2019 Altima, leased for just $199 a month.
Bertera Nissan's also going to offer our local employers better discounts than everybody else. If you currently work for UMass, Fallon, Wyman Gordon, St. Gobain's, and several other companies, we're going to offer you an increased discount above and beyond what everyone else sees. Bertera Nissan on Route 20 in Auburn.
Welcome back. We're along Park Avenue, and our thanks to our friends at Domino's Pizza, 304 Park Ave, for their hospitality to our crew at Charter TV3 and to the good people at the Rice Funeral Home, where we are stationed outside of here at Park Avenue. Thanks to both Rice Funeral Home and Domino's for their hospitality and working with us to help us bring you this coverage of the St. Patrick's Parade. Central Mass Fitness Company, Cupcakes Anonymous is next.
And they were the winners of the last year's Killarney Award.
Yeah, you see the name Cupcakes Anonymous, and you don't, I thought it was something else. I thought we were going to get cupcakes.
Yes. I was actually hoping.
But it's a fitness group, and we've got some testimonials here as they march through. Cupcakes Anonymous, look at they're pulling the Dorenzo truck. Ladies,
very clever.
These ladies are no joke. This is fitness in central Massachusetts. Good stuff. The green, even the chain is green, which is good. Dorenzo again is in this parade in many different facets. The Millbury, Massachusetts company, Dorenzo Towing and Recovery. They are a big part of this parade.
Huge, huge part of this parade. I wonder, if they could even have the parade. Not to get hyperbolic, but because there's just so many Dorenzo trucks involved in this.
We need to have to get a lot more horses to pull things if Dorenzo wasn't here pulling things.
People from Cupcakes Anonymous.
Yeah, right. That's right. Have to get the ladies out there pulling some more trucks. Cupcakes Anonymous, nice float. They're working out as they go by. And here comes some radio stations. WXLO. 104.5. Catch my guy Adam Webster in the mornings on 104.5 with Jen and Frank. And then the Pike, 100.1. The Pike FM. That's what we have here. Serrato Signs. They're in the parade here. Andy Serrato and Serrato Signs. Got Chabot's Garage on Pleasant Street in Paxton that they're giving some love to as well. 70 years.
This little digital sign there.
Yeah, join the celebration. Chabot's Garage is a favorite in central Massachusetts. I hear that name a lot. 70 years, they're doing something right. There's no question about it. Uncle Sam is coming up next. And he's got the Al Youngman Band behind him. The Al Youngman Band been in this parade a long, long time. Hardy in number. Let's get a quick listen now. The Al Youngman Band as they come by. Al Youngman Band, of course, the late Al Youngman, a musician who gave many instrumentalists the opportunity to perform. And this band here, Al was born in Brockton, Mass., died in Worcester, 2002. And an Army veteran, awarded for courage. Cam Jandro's on the street with the Railers, who are next. Mizey, go ahead, Cam.
Joined by President of the Worcester Railers, Mike Myers. Mike, you guys are in the playoff push right now. How has year 2 been for the Worcester Railers?
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and luckily with the schedule change for the parade, we were able to make it out this year because we couldn't get here last year.
So one of the people benefiting from the 2-week push.
Absolutely. I think everybody's benefiting. Look at the weather.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's this in your hand? You got a Trax bobblehead?
Well, this is a gift. This is a gift for you for extra airtime. We got to.
You're so generous. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got
Enjoy
it.
the rest of the parade, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Cam.
Guys, back to you.
All right. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for the Trax bobblehead. Kevin has one on our desk. And Trax is right behind Mike Myers in the Worcester Railers Hockey Club. That's their their truck. They like the Raptor. They like to fly around in or drive around in. We got some of the Nordmans back there in the back of the truck. The young hockey players. All right. Nordmans from Auburn are back there. Dave Nordman from Worcester Telegram and Gazette. And Be Like Brit is next. Here comes Be Like Brit, great organization doing outstanding work in Haiti. And then Cheryl Ann Gangle, amazing work in honor of their daughter.
And Len is a 2012 Grand Marshal of the Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade, and you're right, fabulous work. Worcester Renegades Youth Hockey, Youth Street Hockey. 100% volunteer run nonprofit organization. You can get them at their website at Worcester, I can't even read it. Can't read my writing.
Worcester Renegades YH at gmail.
Thank you.
.com.
I might have been here for a while.
They do. The Renegades do offer low-cost hockey options to families in Worcester, which is great. Bringing hockey out. Joan Warren Studio is next. Got some of the pageant winners in Central Massachusetts in front of them. Miss Central Massachusetts 2019, and here comes Joanne Warren Dance Studio.
They were the 2018 winner of the Dublin Award, the 2018 parade.
They performed at a Holy Cross game this year as well. Again, to walk the parade is one thing. To dance through the parade is. And they're offered us chocolate too, so that's you know, if I could vote, I'd try to get them an award again, because they offered us a piece of chocolate as well. VIP Landscaping is next. We got the big John Deere front end loader in front there.
Rainbow made of balloons. Nice touch there.
It's a nice touch. They got some of the gear in there. Nice that the snowblower's at the end. We hope we don't have to see one of those again this year. Take those lawnmowers in front and use those instead. Get the grass growing. VIP Landscaping. Nice display here. All right, Wicked Power Sports looks like they're next here. This is the Trail Riders.
It's almost 4,000 members. Mass Trail Riders are quickly growing to be the largest ATV group in New England.
Yeah, they're having a great time. Dancing. Well, almost got run over by a trail rider. Good stuff as they go by. That is some, I'll tell you what. I said I wanted to drive one of those Shriners things. I mean, one of these ATVs here. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Yeah. We're gonna have some fun. Good stuff there. The Trail Riders ATV, UTV Club. Almost 4,000 members in that club.
Yeah.
MATrailriders.com. Do a lot of events and charity rides as well.
Building Blocks Play Center, located in 997 Millbury Street in Worcester, started in 2018. It's the first sensory-friendly indoor playground in Worcester. The goal is to provide a safe and welcoming environment for the entire family. Handicapped accessible. You can check them out at bbplaycenter.com.
A lot of balloons on that float. This looks like the Mass Pirates. These are the Lady Pirates, the dancers that perform at the games as well. And the Mass Pirates, here's Arthur the Pirate, the mascot of the Pirates. They're a playoff team in their first year in Central Massachusetts, playing their games at the DCU Center, and they have been signing just a load of talent here in the offseason. So the Pirates appear primed to be a a leading contender again in arena football in the NAL. The Massachusetts Pirates. There's some of the guys up there. Yeah, some of the fellas. Rodney, my man, Rodney up there. The Massachusetts Pirates and their organization. Good to see Brian Conrad always on the street here at on Park Avenue.
With his cousin Andrew Sargent.
They love parade day, don't they, those
yes.
two? Good day to be out. It is a good day, a good Sunday.
You Donate Life here. Donate Life New England project of the federally designated organ procurement organizations that serves the New England region.
DonateLifeNewEngland.org. And Liberty Tax was right behind them. It is tax season still, right? I don't think I may have to file for an extension. We're still working on our documents at the Lacombe House. Liberty Tax was there. Revival Dance Academy is coming up next. They're located in Rochdale, Massachusetts. Revival Academy of Dance, Stafford Street, Rochdale, Mass. And the ladies are doing like flips and somersaults down the parade route. Again, very athletic people. And the young man there just did a flip. Holy cow.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know,
Well, when you're done with the ATV, you can work on
that. I would want to ride the ATV, but the somersaults. Of course, if you saw me doing a somersault, I wouldn't make it past. I wouldn't make it out of Webster Square, where the parade starts. Much less make it to Elm Park.
I couldn't do a winter salt.
There's more of the Revival Dance Academy here. A nice float.
And Worcester County Chimney and Masonry. It's a nice banner there that they had done up.
Yeah. Got the leprechaun coming out of the chimney.
Just to mention that a lot of, if I haven't mentioned this, Dave Flannery does a lot of the calligraphy, all the calligraphy for the parade. He's been doing it for years. Another parade committee volunteer.
The chimney sweep there. Got the little devices that they always reminder to check your chimneys. Oh wow, there's cookies here now. This is fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our friends from Rice.
Thanks again. Yeah, Rice Funeral Home hooking us up with cookies. I hope that was who that was, right? I'm just grabbing cookies from random people at this point. Ridge Valley Stables is here with us now, and always a highlight of the parade to see the horses coming down the street. They opened in 1972. They're family-owned and family-oriented. Pony party riders can vary from just a few years old to a little bit older. I've done a pony ride, not at Ridge Valley Stables. They had to get a Clydesdale for me to like ride though. I mean, I felt like I was like way off the ground. My wife's on a little pony and I'm riding on this Clydesdale. We had fun though. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union, is next. I wonder if my old friend John LaHare still works there. Great Worcester Central Mass guy. A great local bank.
I think they're on West Boylston Street, is that?
Yeah.
Yes, West Boylston Street.
And they're based in, I believe in Marlboro, right out near the Blackstone Valley, or the Salmon Pond Mall, rather.
And even more from Dorenzo.
Yeah, more Dorenzo trucks. Major incident response unit coming through. You know, Dorenzo, if there's a big truck that gets into an accident on the highway, it's Dorenzo that you see in central Massachusetts. They're out there responding because they've got that big incident response team that can go out, and they got those big trucks that can get those 18-wheelers uprighted and back in business. That's what that truck is there at the end. And that's typically, Bud, signals the end of the St. Patrick's Parade.
This American flag.
And there it is, the tail end of the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade from Park Avenue. Let's take a quick break. Bud and I and Cam will be back to wrap things up street side from another successful parade in Worcester.
I feel a little bit like the Muppet guy who lives in the garbage can.
It's been an issue for a long time in terms of just so much volume of traffic.
Bypassing the Canal District and the merchants in the Canal District. Shame on you.
For all these years, Kelly Square's actually worked.
I don't want to waste more of my valuable time denigrating this idea that you're coming up with.
All right, what a night of district basketball we have for you tonight. First quarter, Doherty's Kalu Anya hosting a block party. 2 for Anya. The Doherty fans are going bananas. Now, CMAS dunk of the century, Hunter. 360 slam. Are you kidding me? The kids are absolutely loving it in the crowd. They can't believe it. Third quarter. Hannah wins. Hits the three. Liam Gill. Great rush. Gill. Top corner. What a shot by Gill. Nice celly afterwards.
I think it's like the Berlin Wall. No matter.
Are you that stupid? The Berlin Wall. Do you even understand what the Berlin Wall was? It was constructed to keep people from leaving. See, because socialism works so well that people wanted to get out of there. They had to build a wall around it so people wouldn't leave. You're listening to the Jim Polito Show, your safe space.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
Health officials say more than 7,000 people in the Bay State have been diagnosed.
More than 400 vehicles were towed after the most recent snowstorm.
Prosecutors say the suspect matched the same description in each robbery.
A 17-year-old student was killed in a snowmobile crash.
Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3. All right, welcome back to Park Avenue. Andy Lacombe, Bud Sargent to wrap things up. And thanks to Fallon for these nice glasses as well. Bud, another beautiful day at the parade. Let's check in with Cam first to see just how he enjoyed his parade experience. Cam.
Andy, it was a fantastic parade. You know, pushing it back 2 weeks wasn't a bad thing. The sun is shining bright. It's warm outside. Thousands of people lining the streets here at Park Ave. It was an absolute blast. But as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, today is a special day. It's your birthday. So if you just stay in your seat right there, I'm going to walk over here with this lovely birthday cake. Happy 70th birthday, Andy Lacombe. To my news director and a good friend. We all here from Charter TV.
Your former news director. You keep talking like that.
We all wish you a happy birthday from Charter TV3. We love you.
Thanks. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate it. Wow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, that was unexpected.
And nice.
And nice. We'll take it. Bud, this has been a beautiful day from the parade committee standpoint. A lot of work went into this. A little unexpected delay went into this, but a successful day for the parade.
Great day. And you know, the work starts again tomorrow, I think. They'll celebrate a little tonight, this afternoon, but then tomorrow they start again, and they'll have their award ceremony in a couple of weeks. And the work it's a all year round kind of thing, and we'll look forward to doing it again next year.
All right, a lot of fun as always. Bud Sargent, Cam Jandro, our entire crew here at Charter TV3. We had a blast covering it for you again, the 37th Worcester County St. Patrick's Parade from Park Avenue. They're already cleaning up the streets. We got to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again here on Park Avenue for another St. Patrick's Parade. Good night, everybody.